At the age of 62, Rob Bauer has finally stepped down as the chair of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. This after serving for 4 years. Now in Brussels, he shared his going away or farewell speech. Take a look.
You, the very best for the years ahead.
To be part of something bigger. To be there for others. Together, we are stronger.
Rob's mantra, or war cry if you will, is expect the unexpected. Working in the environment that he's working in. Being in NATO at a time where he was chairing the military committee. It was important that he said something like, expect the unexpected. And indeed, considering what is happening in Ukraine and Russia, indeed he was correct in saying, expect the unexpected. Now let's look at what he said. Let's consider the context in which he said it in. Let's look at the atmosphere. Let's look at who was there, who was in attendance, and how beautiful the farewell event was. Let's bring it home, closer to what we do. How would you have approached such a speech? For me, out of 10, I'd give the speech a 5. For me, it was a bit flat. There's a lot of elements that are missing in the speech. There's a lot that's happening in the world that he didn't get to speak about, that he didn't get to touch on. And that's the reason why I felt that the speech in its totality, considering everything that was happening, considering where we are in terms of the world at the moment, for me, it's a 5. Now let's break the speech down and really consider what he had. His entire speech for me could be broken down in 3. In his introduction, he spoke about service. In the middle of his speech, he spoke about unity and coming together. And right at the end, he spoke about the importance of people coming from different backgrounds coming together for the greater good. Now let's talk about his introduction. In his introduction, he spoke about service. He spoke about being able to sacrifice for the greater good of all. And that is what service is. He spoke about the importance of being servicemen and servicewomen who are contributing into the treaty. And that for me really stood out in his speech. When you go to the body, he spoke about unity and coming together for the greater good. He spoke about the importance of freedom. He spoke about democracy. He spoke about the importance of what is happening right now in Ukraine and Russia. For me, looking at the event, as he was speaking really, there was a band playing in the back which added to his speech. I felt that it created a rhythm with him speaking and a soft, nice band was playing or music playing in the background. That's always something to appreciate because it adds a different element into your speech. Looking at all those who were in attendance, army veterans, members of the army who are still serving and still on duty, looking at admirals and all of that. I think it was a brilliant event. It was a serious event, everyone standing at attention. I think at a point you could hear a pin drop. That's how serious and an important event that was. Why the speech was so difficult for me, I think the speech was relatively short. I felt there's a lot that has been happening in that side of the world that he could have possibly touched on. He could have shared the work that he has done, where he has left off, and how the next person could actually pick up and what is needed in the area. So for me, I felt the speech was a bit flat. It needed a bit more in terms of what he has done, what is needed, what is required, and obviously his predictions looking into the future. However, he handed over to Admiral Dragon, who's taking over for the next 4 years. It is really going to be interesting to look at the work that still needs to happen in that part of the world. Looking at where we are in terms of NATO, what is happening in Ukraine and Russia, with now the new president having stepped in, Donald Trump, we are looking keenly to see what is really going to happen in that area of the world. Please do join us, share with us your comments, let us know what you think of the speech that we've analyzed and attempted to break down today. Let's see each other again next time.